All right, everyone. It's a beautiful day in Lagos. The sun is shining, and I'm very excited to welcome you again to Curious K podcast. It's a show where we meet with amazing people, entrepreneurs, people building amazing businesses in Africa, and people working to make entrepreneurship thrive. Today on this episode, we are having a very interesting conversation. Uh, and this happens to be the first lady on the show. Wow. We've been having a lot of conversation with guys, and there's just stuff like the tech ecosystem is male dominated. But we're trying to change that on Curious K podcast. So today we are having a conversation with a very talented young woman that is doing a lot of amazing work when it comes to the healthcare industry. And I would like to introduce Blessing Kwomo. She actually started her first business in just after her 19th birthday. She launched the Rehoboth Therapeutic Studio, which offers a holistic approach to healthcare. And during this conversation, we'll try to understand why she started the robotics, experience building it, her plans for the future, and what she thinks can be done to improve the healthcare industry, not just in Nigeria, but across Africa. So, welcome to the show, Blessing.
Thank you, Mr. Caller. Thank you. I'm so excited. So I'm paving the way for ladies now. That's
Yes,
good to hear.
yes, absolutely. So, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm very much good. I am taking this call from my place of work, and I'm not going to take much of your time. Firstly, just like you said, I started my studio in 2014, few months before my 19th birthday.
Oh, I see.
Um, Actually, that my dad wanted me to study mathematics in the university because I'm very good with numbers. But they say that you and I know they say passion is energy,
Hmm.
and I always have this passion to save life, to help people take active part in at least in the maintenance of their health. So that was what really led me into going into the healthcare.
Interesting. Thanks for sharing that because I wanted to start by trying to understand why you started at a very young age. You were already a doctor, right? You've already completed your MBBS, if I'm right, at 19.
No, I was still in the medical school then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why did you start? Why did you feel? I mean, you can't even wait to finish the medical school. Why did you think? I mean, you just wanted to start a studio, and why did you call it a studio? I just want to understand the thinking around that time that led to the establishment of the robotics.
Okay, because like I said, I'm uniquely unique. Let me use that word. And I am just a pure definition of um, when you say a woman is versatile,
Hmm.
a pure definition of that statement. Actually, when I started before I started my studio, I I thought, okay, this has to do with life. I needed a license, so I had to go in for a course in phytomedicine, plant-based medicine.
You said
I got
fetal medicine, right?
Yeah, some call it phytomedicine, some
Okay.
call it phytomedicine, PHYTO.
All right. All
Yeah,
right.
so to get a certification to at least start,
And
I decided
that's different from what you were learning in the medical school at that point, or you were learning stuff about plant-based medicine.
no, it's different from, but because I know that, okay, to better understand my innovation, you will first of all appreciate that the body has inbuilt safeguard and healing properties within it.
Hmm.
And it has not really, this approach has not really been fully harnessed in the medical industry. And the plant has a lot of phytonutrients to help us unlock the body potential. That was why I digressed, decided to digress a little bit from what I was taught in medical school.
Oh, interesting. So at what point did you just know that you wanted? Have you even practiced? After you finished medical school, have you practiced, or you've just been working on the robotics since 2016 or 2015, or when exactly have you been, doing this?
At the moment, I'm practicing now because I'm done with my basic medical science. Currently, I'm doing a course in pharmaceutical and research medicine because I love to explore.
Oh, I see.
So this is my first practice. I'll be 1 year and 1 month in the practice. But before now, I've been doing my stuff at the Rehoboth since I was still in the medical school then.
Amazing. Amazing. So, what can you tell us about your impact? Because I know you've done stuff, or maybe done projects with, is it Chevron or Shell, and
Yeah.
you go into rural communities, and if you can just tell about your impact so far since you started running the robotics.
Okay. Of a truth, our protocol is the future of healthcare. Where cells are strengthened without causing unwanted side effects. And we've proven this protocol in a very serious cases where the mainstream approach, is that's the conventional medication you and I know has little or no result. We have our impact, already have our impact in over 7 locations in Nigeria. We have our impact in 3 countries in Africa. Currently, we just started our studio here in Ireland.
Amazing.
Our first branch in Europe. And over 3,000 persons have benefited from our services. Here in Ireland, I was able to use our protocol to reverse a stage 4 lung cancer. Stage 4. Not.
Amazing. Amazing. I mean, this is very powerful in terms of what you're doing. So what product are all your do you manufacture product, or how does it work when you talk about protocol? To be great to just break that down a bit for us.
Okay. Our protocol is like I said, that if you remember what I said earlier, that to better understand our innovation, the body has potential to heal itself. So what we use, we have what we call the blood type code. It's just like my niche. Like my spouse, we call it Joker. It's my niche in the business. Like, for instance, if 2 persons who have diabetes now, 2 diabetic patients comes to us, and they are of different blood type, we don't follow the same approach. Okay, let me use this word, that our protocol is consumer-centric.
Okay.
So that's why you see that some persons, you put 2 people on the same protocol, one person is getting result, the other person is not getting result. Why? So our approach is consumer-centric, and we use the blood type code. So it's something I wouldn't want to disclose because it is my own niche. I wouldn't want to go into details because I still want to stay in business.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it's just very interesting to know that you have a niche in your approach to, you know, in your approach to treating different ailments, in the body. And so when you started, was it like you had some personal savings, or was there like a startup capital that you had to raise from someone? What was the process like in terms of funding or your startup capital, initially when you started?
Okay, when I started, because this passion, like I said earlier, I'm uniquely unique. I have this passion. I was like, when I started, I was giving it to people test running it. I'll give my product to people, try it out, and I was getting results. So I decided to convert it into business.
Okay.
I'll give you this. I stopped giving it out free of charge. I'll give you this. It works for you. Then the next I started I started making little product. I started giving it out to people, started sales before I opened my studio.
All right. So what about like the licensing? I don't know if that's the word, or the process for certifying that a drug or a product is fit for human consumption. How did you navigate that part in building confidence in the mind of your patient?
Okay, like we have over 20 products NAFDAC certified. They're all NAFDAC certified.
Amazing.
So, other than my license to practice, before you give out this, you have to get your NAFDAC certification. And other than this person is certified, is skilled to handle this approach, the next thing people want to know, are these products certified by the right regulatory body? And in Nigeria, we know the right regulatory body for food and drugs is in NAFDAC.
That's right. So in Ireland, you mentioned about a protocol you use. Does that mean you now have certifications in Europe as well?
Yeah, I have a certification here in Europe. And so I even went... Sorry?
So now, how did that process happen? It would be great for us to share that with us.
Okay, what happened is that, okay, you tell them what you're into, you go for, already I have my... I started this business in Nigeria before migrating to Ireland. So the board is there's an exam. It's called HACCP. It's been certified by the Irish Health and Environmental Science. They give you it depends. They might decide to give you, like, I got a 5 years license.
Amazing.
They give you the license based on their discretion.
Okay.
So mine is 5 years. I got the license last year. So after 5 years, I'm going to renew it again.
Okay. And with that license, you can if I can use your design or manufacture products, add all these plant-based products.
Yeah, they are all plant-based products. And you could also register with the Irish organic product manufacturers.
Okay.
That is only when, before they incorporate you into the organization, it's only when they know you have this license to practice or you have the skill to carry out, to make all this product available to the public.
Amazing. So at what point, what do you think is the scale of this? Because there is a lot of people, I mean, that I don't even understand the potential, because we have a lot of herbs, right? I mean, people have malaria in Africa, and some people treat this by using herbs. They just boil some leaves together and say, drink this. This works better than all these anti-malaria drugs and all that. So at what point do you think you're really going to catch up and explore the potential of herbs or plant-based medicine in Nigeria? What is your thoughts in that trajectory? Or what do you think that's going to look like?
Like, actually, I'm not a fan of maybe going to get herbs and boil, because this herbs, when you take them overdose, it has the potential to damage most of your vital organs. So they have dosage. You can't just go to get maybe you want to make like back home they call it abo. Just go to get a plant. And one thing that you have in mind, that these plants are they are living things. Like me, that is a trained when a trained person is trying to formulate a product, there's something you have in mind, that this product are living things. You can't just go by the roadside and pick any plant. For instance, someone who has, you're trying to treat diabetes with a plant-based plant, and someone who has syphilis goes close to the plant and urinates. You see, because this plant are living things, they take in that, and you get it to formulate a product for someone who has diabetes. You find out you're treating diabetes and the person is getting syphilis. So you don't just use I think that's why my colleague in the mainstream practice will tell you that I think if I may say, I think that's one of the reasons why they kick against indiscriminate taking of herbs indiscriminately.
All right, I think that's very insightful. I mean, the way you are able to explain that part. I mean, it's really amazing because people don't even understand. I mean, the impact of all of these when they just want to consume herbs. So, what do you think? How do you think people can actually understand? I mean, we have a lot of people still living in rural areas in Nigeria and other parts of Africa, and they all still practice this process. It works, it doesn't work. And one key important thing you said is this thing even. I mean, when you consume it without uh, the right dosage, I mean, it's prone to destroy some vitals in the body. How do you think we can educate people more about these dangers? And what is the organization doing? I mean, in that part.
Okay, like even there's what we call, there's a program we started prior to my leaving for Ireland. We call it medical outreach, where we go to rural communities to teach them on how to prepare this herb. Like most of them, like lot of them in the rural area believe that some of them will tell you they got this concept from their grandfather, it was transferred, they didn't go a proper skill. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yes, absolutely.
So what we do is that, okay, now we know you're doing this because you claim you inherited it, which I'm not disputing. So what we try to tell them, okay, you have to, this is how to get the right herb, this is how to prepare, this is how not to make it to prevent it from getting contaminated. So we started this we call it the Rehoboth medical outreach. So we're going to rural communities to educate them on how to use these herbs.
Amazing. And how can you? I mean, what's your plan to scale this? I don't know how many communities you've been to doing this, but what's your plan to scale this? Are you looking for investment to to scale your impact across rural communities in Nigeria? I mean, it would be interesting to learn about what you're looking to achieve in the nearest future.
So what we are trying to do is to see that if we could get, and we train these people, we train them and have a representative from amongst them. So that is just our next plan of action now. It will be like a spokesperson for us, but it has to be amongst these people. So where they come together, we'll have maybe a week or one day in a week where they could come together and educate them on our behalf. But it has to be somebody from that community representing.
Right, so like a community-based approach.
Exactly. Yeah, in the community, each community. Because that way we will reach our organizational goal, be able to reach, because when we're looking at it, just like now, from our experience, we find that they will be more freer to relate with somebody from within them. One, because of language barrier, and there's somebody they like. It's just like when you are talking with someone you don't really know, you might not really be that free. But if it has to be somebody within your clan, you'll be more freer. So that is the approach. That is the reason why we are trying to use that approach.
I think that's a very interesting approach. I mean, people tend to listen to their own, especially when you speak the local language. It connects. Also be interesting to learn about I mentioned something about funding. I really want you to talk about. You're doing a lot of amazing stuff, right? So funding is critical for stage. How are you approaching this? Are you growing organically or at the point you want to raise, or you're already having some conversation? It would be interesting to learn about that and to hear your thoughts on that.
Okay, currently we are, because we have our own, because we started from a rented apartment before now, but we have our own structure. Our aim is to become an international cancer and HIV treatment center, and with a special focus on development of effective organic antiretroviral therapies. I said effective organic, and our basic goal is to make the Rehoboth Therapeutic a one-stop shop for restorative and therapeutic protocol. We are looking at building a capacity to influence new and organic healthcare policies across Africa and the globe.
That's really interesting. I mean, to hear about that. So as we round up, I would like to know: is there anything you want us to know? Do you have any new product you're launching soon? What is exciting? What is something you're very excited about right now that the Rehoboth is working on? I mean, it would be great to learn that from you as we round up.
We are working to support almost all the UN Sustainable Development Goal, but primarily our focus is on the SDG number 3, which is health and well-being. And moving forward, we decided not to limit this thing to maybe medication or drugs. Our product we don't call drug. We prefer to use either therapies or protocol. Maybe that will be a story for next time. It might take
All right.
So moving forward, knowing that the food we eat is an important factor that could affect our health negatively, we've developed 2 novelty products. We call it the NutriBlend Swallow and the Rehoboth NutriEssence Breakfast Cereal. It is food for the average African family. Why I use the word average African family is affordable. It's something that is affordable and it's versatile too. So, and the one amazing thing about this food is that they are not these 2 staple food. They don't serve only as a therapies. They don't only serve as food. They also serve as therapies for lowering the blood cholesterol level and the blood sugar level. In the sense that you're taking we use this concept with this in developing this protocol. I mean to say, we anchored a concept on the Hippocrates oath. We say, let thy food be your medicine, and let your medicine be your food. So in this sense, you're not only taking medication, you're eating food, and at the same time, you're unlocking your body to heal itself.
Oh, that's amazing.
So that's our newest product now, and it's selling like wildfire. I'm telling you the truth.
That's amazing. So you have all those products in Nigeria, or is it just in Ireland and the UK, or how?
Yeah, we have the product in Ireland, UK, and the US, but we've not started shipping to Nigeria because we are working on a NAFDAC. That's the only product we have that doesn't have NAFDAC certification for now.
Okay.
So we are almost at the verge of completion, so that we'll be able to ship. And when you're trying to import a product from a foreign country to Nigeria, the NAFDAC process is different from when you're manufacturing back home. So that is just but we're almost at the verge of completion.
All right, amazing. I'm looking forward to that. Please let me know once that is done. I'll be looking forward to just to experience that. And something powerful you said is let thy medicine be thy food, and thy food be thy medicine. Is it by Aristotle or
Hippocrates? Yeah. Father of medicine. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's very powerful. Thank you very much for being on the show, Blessing. It's just been amazing having this conversation with you. To learn about your work, what you're doing with plant-based medicine. It's just really exciting to have this conversation. Thank you once again for joining us.
Thank you, and I'm excited. I'm the first woman on this show, so that means I deserve a hug. I
Yeah.
deserve an award for this. Thank you, Mr. Kola, for having me on the show.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's amazing. It's amazing to have you. Thank you very much.
Okay,
And
bye now.
definitely, we'll still have this conversation, and we'll keep it going about your progress, about the amazing stuff that you're doing in the healthcare space. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much. Nice having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. So that's Blessing Kwomo on the show. Thanks for listening to this episode. And as you can recommend this to your friends and people that are excited about what amazing entrepreneurs are doing in Africa. And you can also simply connect with us by writing to us at curiouskpodcast@gmail.com. So thank you very much for joining us, everyone, and see you next time. Bye bye.